if you can have any comfort, Green Acres
Green,
is
oh,
not gonna want.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, but as a governing body, if we authorize, Elizabethtown Gas to go ahead and do what they need to do through their spokesperson there, we don't know, like, if the scope of the work changes halfway through the project, and then it becomes,
No, we're gonna know.
expansive. Okay.
And we're gonna know because of this, and I mentioned this a couple months in the past just to kind of plant the seed. They have been talking with me for months now about, because
They meeting Green Acres?
no, they, Elizabethtown Gas and Elizabethtown Gas Engineer.
Okay.
And the reason they've been talking about me is to ask me questions about street opening permits, roadway crossings,
And
get
there's only one way in and one way out.
information about the township, et cetera, et cetera. So we will have this information, we the township and we, my office, will get this information well in advance of any work happening. So we'll have some future approval authority and knowledge of what they're doing.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not like they're gonna show up with backhoes one day and start putting it
All
up.
right.
Okay,
Excuse me, may I just ask a question? Is this gonna somehow interfere with Bobby Santini's farms right there? Because we do lease to Bobby Santini, I think it is. Will that somehow disturb his?
Yeah, the D'Angelo property is farmed by
Yeah.
one of our local
Yeah, and
farmers.
it is, I just checked them out, it is near the easement, some of his cultivated fields. So I just wanted to ask that
yeah,
question.
well, no, there is a proviso that yeah, probably, depending on when they do it, it very well will impact them.
If it's September, it should be harvested.
Yeah, well, don't quote me on the
Okay,
time,
okay, all
it
right.
could be April 13th.
Okay.
He will be reimbursed. I mean, it's one of those things, he's planting corn or planting hay or whatever, soy or whatever he's got out there, and he's in an easement, and if the gas company wants to go in, I think that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't think, and now he will be reimbursed by the gas company, of course, for any crop damage, but that's, yeah, so I don't know if he knows or not.
Should we be notified along with the neighbors and everybody?
Well, that
I
was
would
my
doubt
question.
it.
Notification has to be done. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
we will be notified as
We
the
should probably
owner.
do at least, because we're leasing with.
Yeah,
Greenwich
well,
Township, leasing
right.
with Santini, so we should
That's-
probably tell them as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right, so back to the
Maybe,
point here.
make sure that happens.
And to make sure that the residents and the farmers leasing that property,
I heard an action item, I didn't hear how we're gonna do it, so how are we gonna resolve that? To make sure that
the township has to go send out a letter. It's like the planning board. It's like the board of, we send out a letter and notify so many residents. Is there some sort of,
Within the 200-foot property line, so Mike, if you could do a boilerplate letter on behalf of the township with the easement for the mayor to sign, that would be step one.
Okay.
Step two,
Yep.
could you do a boilerplate letter to me so that I could send out and I'll get the 200-foot property line through New Village Road.
that would be
It'll
through
all the
Eloise?
Village
Yeah.
people. And I
Okay,
will
we can
send
talk
them
about
certified
exactly
letters.
who gets sent
Yeah,
this
And
letter.
when, and the timeframe.
Well, yeah, and then what I'll do, because I suspect Tim Edmonds is gonna call me like tomorrow morning, knowing that this meeting was tonight. And if you didn't
So
act,
voice
if
the
you didn't act, you didn't
concerns.
act.
Yeah, so voice the concerns that we have tonight.
Absolutely, of course.
Okay.
And maybe I'll get a better idea on timeline. And if he says it's not gonna, don't worry about it, Mike, this didn't happen in the summer of 13.
Yeah, he doesn't know that we have farming
Yeah.
going on there. Yeah.
So, okay, and then you and me can figure that out. All right,
Do you need
so,
a motion?
yes. The
What's the
motion
motion?
would be, I guess for me to tweak, retrofit, and revise the letter that we've been requested to sign that will go to Green Acres for the mayor's signature, which was sent to us by PSNS, the engineer for Elizabeth.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
comment? Roll call?
Perez,
Yes.
Siegel,
Yes.
Miliani,
Yes, based on all of the things that are met, all of the contingencies from that.
Lauren,
Yes.
Toriello.
Yes.
Okay. that's it. However, I have, one I see is listed already, and I have one other thing for executive that I need to discuss, which would be very quick and simple.
Really, you think that's gonna be quick?
No, mine is.
Okay.
Executive, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Besides the one item that's already listed
How many minutes do you need,
It's-
Mike?
in exec,
Mm-hmm.
well, the one item's really gonna be up to you guys, because I think I can wrap my 2 items up in 10 minutes tops, maybe 5. Because I have clear suggestions, I think, that I'm prepared to offer that you guys can obviously digest and make decisions accordingly. They certainly qualify under the provisions of executive session as contract matters, in both cases.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no,
Beat Brent to the punch.
Yeah, did I do a good job here,
you
Mike?
did a great job,
Thank you.
and I have no report this evening.
So it brings us to
Public comment.
public comment period. Is there a motion to open the matter up for public comment?
Make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye. Is there anyone who wishes to come up and speak?
Nico Zitis, 202 Wheeler Way. As a member of the Environmental Commission, I just wanted to let you all know that we had the Christmas tree recycling program. It went very well. We were out there the last 2 Saturday mornings and we collected about 123 trees. The residents who came and dropped off their trees, they were very thankful, very appreciative. And the ones who inquired about what happens to the trees and we explained to them, they were even more appreciative about what we do. So we told them it was their taxpayer dollars at work, and they were very thankful.
Thank you.
That was gonna be part of my report for February. That's okay, I'm glad you said it, Nico.
Anyone else?
After you. Ladies first.
Fight it out.
Sue Fleming, 238 Richland Hill Road. I just wanted to ask Mike if, talking about the rumble strips on South Main, if it may have an effect on the horses, being there's 2 horse farms there. I know my horses are spooked with this hot air balloon noise that they make.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, I know,
you know,
right.
Thank you, Sue.
You know, Sue, that's an interesting point. Something to consider.
Yeah,
That's a very interesting
There's
point.
the belt there and then the heels
Yeah,
on
sure.
the horses and kids could be riding and.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know how far that sound goes.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
know.
no one rides down there. Yeah, I've never seen anybody riding over there, so down that pasture down there.
Yeah, the low.
But the horses always running free, so they could be, yeah, I can understand that part though.
Yeah.
Anyone else for public comment?
Gary Hill, 529 North Main Street. I understand you can't talk about things that are going on in executive session. I'm thinking that this is possibly has something to do with it. My comment is two-phased. The Route 22 light with regards to the red light cameras that are out there, there was some talk mostly through residents, but as far as the funding, whether or not Greenwich Township gets any of that funding that Pohakon is beginning, because part of those lights are actually in Greenwich Township, and they are actually going through a red light that's partially in Greenwich Township, so whether or not we're access to any of that funding. The other part being, if your negotiations with regard to the municipal boundary, if it's going to affect who covers certain areas of the township, whether it be police department, fire, or EMS, I ask that fire and or EMS or police be included in those discussions. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry. I forgot something. Nico Zitis, 202 Wheeler Way. I have seen this light pole down on Dumont Street, I think it is, behind Lowe's. That's been down for months now. Just wanted to remind you, I don't know if we're doing anything to get it fixed. It looks bad there, lying on the ground for so many years.
Have you heard from
Nikos, Charlie Matarazzo, is that his name?
Matarazzo.
Matarazzo. I sent him a very disturbing letter because they were supposed to be fixed in July. And I was assured that the light was ordered, and then he informed me that his secretary quit. He never knew it didn't get ordered and didn't know it got.
Yeah, I didn't hear part two of this. Oh, is that
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So Mike was a part of this, so it was before Christmas. I sent him an email informing him that he had one day to respond back to me and to Mike to give me a status update with this. And then if not, I was going to instruct Mike to order the lamp posts, and he would be charged accordingly from on our expenses. He came in the next day, showed me all this stuff. The light is ordered. I have all the paperwork, and he did come in and do an electrical permit, so he has the permit. So it's just going to be a matter of it getting installed with his contractor and having the light put up. Once the light is put up and it's been inspected, they'll issue a cut-in card to Jersey Central Power and Light, and then the switch will be flipped. The lights haven't been on, even though the street was damaged in 2010, those lights haven't been on in that street since 2009. So, and we have, Mike on his end has spoken to the committee of various malfunctions on some of these lights with ballasts and things like that. So once the cut-in card is done and the light is, the switch is gone, I don't know which ones on other ones are not gonna work. They might all come on and look great,
No way.
but they're not.
They will never walk.
Well, I'm being optimistic.
There's no way. If we
So
get
at
half
that
of them
point
lighted, it'd be a
then,
miracle.
it's gonna be a decision of the township committee, and Mike will advise as to the expense as to what we're gonna do with these lights. But I will have one light that will be up and working, and it will be double.
May I suggest that with Dan's, we're working on those lights, that we consider the option of solar and including those costs in some sort of grant that Dan would be working on?
We're gonna do something with
We
Grant.
should be doing that. It should be included in that, and we talked about that before, so I think that that would be, because we haven't been billed for this and our electric is still high, so we turn around and get billed for it, but it really needs to,
Some of them is the lenses and the ballast.
there's
Yep.
that
And
little,
that's
the light
not
inside.
solar.
Very good.
Tim,
No.
you have too much knowledge about this.
I've been working on it, it's one of my things.
Okay.
Anything else? Anyone else? No? Okay, is there a motion to close public comment?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
Make the motion?
For the purpose of contract negotiations,
You want to do it?
yeah, why don't you read
Would you
both?
like me to read that?
I would.
Okay. Brett and I have a new little thing here.
Oh, you do?
Executive session resolution. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Greenwich, County of Warren, State of New Jersey, as follows. The public shall be excluded from discussion of and action upon the hereinafter specified subject matter. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed as follows: contract negotiations, pending litigation, land acquisition, and personnel. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter will be made public at when a decision has been rendered. This resolution shall take effect immediately. So I need a motion from someone, and someone second, to adopt the foregoing resolution and enter into executive session.
Make the motion.
I'll second it.
Perez?
Yes.
Perez?
Yes.
Siegel? Yes. Miliani?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Torriello?
Yes.